Man should not rule over man. Let knowledge rule again. The book of light, book of books, and savior of mankind. Aum.
Demi Lovato. Are you ready for the truth? Are you ready to understand your problems first by analyzing your name? It means half demon, half angel. I grew up in Italy. Lovato means loved. And Demi comes from the French, means half. But it was used to describe a being that is under the influence of half demon, half an angel. Your karma caused that. Obviously, you had to do with black magic, sorcery, and past lives. And you decided to escape that maybe, but something still clings to you. By producing a new album about your problems won't help you anything. You will feed the demon in you. The demons feed on that emotion. You will not get rid of them. You want to get rid of them. I understand that. Not this way. Another way of feeding the demons even more is to go to those shrinks in Los Angeles. I lived in LA 10 years. In Los Angeles or in New York, in America, there are some shrinks and some therapists. I mean, can I be a bit more radical? At best, they masturbate to your pictures or to your stories that you tell them. Most of them have a screw loose, heavy. The time has come, Demi Lovato. Well, if your name would be Lovato, I grew up in Italy, then it would mean you are half washed. But Lovato means half loved. You're not completely loved, you're half loved. What is the other half that hinders you to be loved completely? Your activities in past life, sorcery and so forth and so on. And then you confess that you already drank from your 11th year on, maybe even before. Well, that's the demon. You were born with that demon in you. On the other hand, you are a creative person. Demi, when I talk about fame and fortune, I know everything about it. I am a German superstar. My name is Christian Anders, spiritual name LANOO. When you Google my name, it has about 200 million entries. How many do you have? Maybe 50? I just want to tell you, I know everything about fortune. You can Google me, Christian Anders. I know everything about that. The great of this world were my friends. I lived with Sean Connery and his wife 4.5 years in Marbella, in Casa Malibu, in their house. I know everything about fame and fortune. Sean once asked me, I told him, Sean, do you know the difference between you and me? He said, what? I said, I am number one in Germany and you're number one in the world. And I wanted to be number one in the world too, and I went to LA and it went all wrong. Thank God that was dictated to me while I was set homeless under the bridges in front of Patrick's Roadhouse and Santa Monica Boulevard in Los Angeles. That was after Heather Thomas said to me, I don't want you anymore. I said, thank you. And I left. Demi, you need me, I don't need you. You need the book of light. This book, and I tell you why you will need it, and I first know why you say, oh, why is he saying that? This book cost 2,500 euro, which is about $2,400, I don't know. Oh, you think he wants to sell me his book? No, I'm not permitted to take money from that. It's not the production cost of the book. And I sold already about 61. So, this book will augment your awareness out of your vagina up to your brain. Because you are still a slave of your kundalini, of your vaginal thinking. And I bet you $1,000 that you were sexually abused as a child. I bet you that you were sexually abused as a child. But this is not so much because of those who abused you. It's because of you. Yeah. I cannot spare you of all that. See, at the moment, you use your kundalini, which is down there with you, here, and some of it transfers up and transforms into creativity. Yes, new albums, this and that, superstar. You escaped into being a superstar. I did that too. Didn't help me. Didn't help me. Every German person in the world knows my name. Did it help me? It showed me where happiness is not. And you, Demi, are right now in a situation where you will see happiness is not in being a superstar. But happiness is in augmenting your awareness higher and higher. At birth, you were born with that demon. That's not fault of your parents. A child is not the product of its parents. That teaches the Book of Life. A child is the result of its own problems, of its own acting in past lives. Your parents, no matter who, what they are, how they treated you, they help you to be aware of your karma. Because as you sow, you shall reap life after life. It won't help you that you constantly go to your vagina, transform that energy here, and try to do some sexual thing and so forth. My God! Woman, wake up! Your body will be eaten by worms. Do you want to keep in that consciousness? The Book of Light shows us that we, after death, in the next life, reincarnation, are not born anymore on that level, but on higher level. You must rise above the sexual level. And because you knew it wouldn't help you, you started drinking. Cheers. Because drinking blocks part of your brain, and it helps you to deal with reality. But you cannot forget. You cannot put it. Listen. If you are in a jungle and you are on a high stand, we call it Hochstand in German, on a plateau. You look from up there, you see the animals, the wild animals. They want to get up to you. They want to take you. They want to eat you. But you're safe because you're up there. Don't go down there. You're up there. Remain there. In that example, this is the high plateau and your high stance to augment your awareness from your vagina to your spiritual self. This is the challenge. And not to dwell into the mud and to make another album and to pity your friends who have all left you. Of course they left you. They were druggies too. You're a druggie. I say you are a sexually abused druggie. I say, they may have sexually abused you as a baby already, but you caused it. Nobody else. You. To take responsibility for one's destiny. And the Book of Light helps you. One moment, please. Hang in there, Demi. Hang in there. It's worth it, believe me. And then I tell you something about psychiatrists and therapists and all that. Mostly trash. So, Demi Lovato, are you still there? If you're not still there, go ahead on your path. Go ahead. You will see what happens. The demons are afraid of that. This is the greatest handwritten book in the world in English. It will raise your awareness from down there to up here. And you will cause by that a better reincarnation. Because with the awareness that you die, you will come back. So always think, wish everybody all the best. May the entire world be happy. May they love each other. Doesn't matter how idealistic that is. Only, and Demi, death will come soon. But I'll tell you something. Think of death the most that you can. Because the moment when you die is like to be continued in another womb, fructified womb, in utero. And you continue. As you continue now, as you were born, half demon, half angel. Oh, sorry. Because I was very emotionalized, Demi. I had 16 number 1 hits. I'm just right now number 2 in Spain with another song. But it's not so important for me anymore. I write a song like other people say, ooh, this is the truth. Demi, wake up. The time has come. Forget your therapist, your psychologist. Most of them have a heavy screw loose. And when you go to them, and tell them your problems, maybe even sexually though, at home they masturbate to it. Believe me, I know them all. I spoke to many of them and they were honest to me. They told me stories that would make you blush. So forget that. Come to the Book of Light. It costs $2,500. No, euro. Translated in 30 German books. Of none of them I'm permitted to take 1 cent. I'm the only author in the world that doesn't take money from his books. And Demi, I was shocked by your confessions that you were alcoholic so early and this and that and here and there. But it all fits in. You are the continuation of your past life. And don't blame your parents. Don't blame anyone who abused you, be it sexually or this, that. They were your teachers. Because they show you what happens when your consciousness remains in your vagina. Or, for men, in the penis. Yeah? Never heard of that, right? Yeah, that's what the Book of Light is about. See, and when you read the Book of Light, it's in English, page by page, slowly, something very small written, well, a page by page. What happens is, listen, with the creative, I wrote about 2,500 songs. I wrote for Modugno, I wrote for Bobby Solo, Rita Pavone. Actually, what happens is, there's a sexual energy mind too, rises. You use that Kundalini, it's explained what it is here, to go up. But it goes down again. The demon draws it down again into your lower part of the body. How can we keep it up? Book of Light. It explains And it has, by the way, let me see. It's not in here, but it has a huge poster. Huge poster. Laser poster. Maybe I find it. Wait. Wait and see. So Demi, don't have it anymore, I gave it away. It's always in here. Are you still there? Better for you. I don't need you. I'm a millionaire. And you too? But you need me. Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato. Wait a moment. Wonderful. I read every day from the Book of Light. It's so wonderful. See, even I'm still in a physical male body, but when the problems come, you see, I just open it at any part. Boop. Oh, what does it say here? Round 6. It's not about boxing. It's about the buddhi. When your awareness is fully awakened and when you are ready to get to another plane of awareness. Because, Demi, listen well, open your ears and let the drug for a moment. Mankind, according to the Book of Light, is in a state where it shouldn't be, in a state of male and female. 30 years ago it was dictated to me, this book was, by the way, dictated to me, it's not my knowledge. If it would be my knowledge, I would demand all the Nobel Award, what's in the world? Okay. Mankind was genderless and it will be genderless again. This situation of male-female will soon be over. So don't cling to it. Don't cling to your vagina. Demi Lovato. Don't cling to your vagina. And stop doing albums and albums and albums and albums. But read the Book of Light. Understand that you are a spiritual, genderless being. You are neither male nor female nor this nor that. The angels have no sex. Unless some fallen angels. One of them you may be. Fallen from the highest levels down, driven by desire, entering and now being in the pangs. See, when we open the Book of Light here, look, let's see what this is. 30 letters. Om Mani Padme Hum. When you say that Om Mani Padme Hum 30 times, you will see what happens. But this must be directed by the Book of Light. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. And stop the alcohol and stop the drugs. Listen. Demi, half demon, half angel, listen to me and to the glory of the Book of Light and to the Maha Chohan, who dictated this to me under the bridges in Santa Monica Boulevard in front of Patrick's Roadhouse when I was homeless under the bridge. He came to me and after that I was saved. I had everything. On TV show, everything. Then I left to Germany because the book was written. Readily dictated. The arising and passing away of the universe is the same like your birth. You were born, that part of you that was clinging to the world, in the womb of your mother. You became bigger and bigger and bigger, and you went out. You could compare that to the rise of an entire universe. You're a cosmos. So you expanded. The time will come when that shell that you are not, which is just your state of desire, will disappear again. Then you will look, do I have to describe or prescribe to you how you will look in 100 years? The worms will come out of your eyes, of your breast, of your vagina. You will smell 100 miles against the wind. Do you really want that again? Do you really want to be born, live and die again? Do you know that there is no life? There's only death, the dying process. Birth is the beginning of dying, and death is its end. And you can escape that, or you can survive for a while in higher levels, the angelic levels from whence you fell, the genderless levels, sexless. But you decided to go down into the world, and now you're half angel, half demon. Well, do you, Demi, do you want to be born again with those problems? Sexually molested, maybe? Abused, beaten, this and that and here and there. I don't want to go into more details. You know them better than me. I grew up in a monastery 10 years in Sardinia. I'm half Italian. I don't know. No, I don't know what's with you, but I know what's going on. I blame nobody. This is my karma. I am the one who reaps what he was sowing. See, and when you have the Book of Light, get it. I make no one penny with it. I don't need to. I have enough money. You open it somewhere. Look. It talks about the Lipika. At the awakening of the universe, the lords of karma come and they position themselves in the corner of the elements. And whatever you do, and this is the teaching of the Lipika, page 1836, the teaching of the Lipika, they are mirrors, cosmic mirrors. Demi, half demon, half angel. Whatever you do to yourself. When you have abused in past lives by magic, by sorcery, by... I don't want to go even deeper into that. That will come back to you. And you experience right now what you did. The demons won't let you go. You were born with them. They said, well, you called us. When I went back from Italy to Germany, I ran up in Garmisch-Partenkirchen to the station. I was 10 years old. I said something strange. I confess and admit it, Amy. I admit it. I said, Satan, make me famous. I'll do anything. And he did it, and he claimed more from me, but I didn't give it to him. I said, he said, you don't have to be homeless. You're Christian Anders. I said, no. Now it's finished. My contract with you is finished. I go under the bridge in Santa Monica Boulevard in front of Patrick's Roadhouse, where I sat with Schwarzenegger and with all the famous people. And they worshipped me. They said, oh, there is Christian Anders, because there are many Germans out there, and they listen to my records and all that. I sat there homeless. And something happened. But I don't want to go into that. If you don't come to the Book of Light, you will have another life of suffering, I tell you. Because the Lipika are there. The karmic mirror is there. Newton knew it. Forgive me my plump English. He said actio is reactio. Action, reaction. Actio, reactio. So whatever you do. This book is also in a little booklet which sells like hell, but I take no money from it, called The Book of Light for Children. If you have children, Demi, but don't make only sex for fun and then comes the child. You must pray to the angels, to the highest when you unite sexually. And you must have the teaching of the Book of Light. And then, when you have a child, it will read the Book of Light for Children. It's just a couple of dollars. This is 2,500 euros. Let me see. Let's see what happens. Now this is dangerous. This is exactly those demons who used you, or you are still using you. Secret documents of a worldwide conspiracy, handwritten. That's how they abuse us. New World Order. Some think the Book of Light is New World Order. No, it reveals it. Well, shouldn't say too much about it because then it's sort of blocked. Here we have something, sex monsters. Demi. I assume you were and are still under the influence of a sex monster. It urges you to do things driven by your vagina instead of by your heart or by your spirit. You cannot get out of the hell you are in right now without the Book of Light. No way. Impossible. And we talk here about the angels. The realm of the angels. See? It says, it is very interesting, it shows by birth, through birth, the young man knows that he should only have sex in order to create new life. But is he morally strong enough to withstand a possible excess of downward flowing Kundalini? And that is exactly what happened to you. To all of us, to me too. I think I'm not a guru. I'm a normal human being who tries as best as he can to do what is written in this book. This book is guru. Man should not rule over man. End of it. And you see, the sexual desire that we now have, we should never have or have had. Never. But we fell. We worship the golden calf. And here we are. And you dig deeper into it, maybe others. Of course, now you have, listen, this is so. You have a high sex power. That's erotic power, sex power. Kundalini down here. And therefore, I give an example. The Book of Light teaches that the throat is directly connected with the sexual organs. And this is why I have, with 77, I'm still in the charts. Because my sexual power is a lot of transformed in here. I prove it to you. Wait, you see. Okay. Listen to me with 25 million sold records. Come on. How many did you sell? Maybe more? I don't think so. Far away from the city noise, deep inside of your heart, there's a voice in the silence calling for you. It's your guiding star. Just listen, and you will see. It is the Guru in you and the Guru in me, the light on the path set you free. The Master is calling, and that is the Master, the Book of Life, to save you. It's the Guru in me, in me. I'm still not, the shell is not yet Guru. And the Guru in you. Devi, I tell you something. I listened to Mike Tyson, who they asked him, why don't you box anymore? I know something about fighting, Jamie. I have the fastest punch in the world. No one can block it. Oh! They asked Mike Tyson, why don't you duck and dip anymore on the sandbag? You know what he said, Demi? Do you know what he said? This wise man, he said today, I don't want to awaken my ego again. That's what he said. Go to YouTube. You can listen to it. How wise. What a wisdom. What a wisdom. Do you really want to awake your ego again, Demi? Really? You will attract the demon in you. Wake up.
Children of light, listen to me. They're coming from everywhere to see the angel of light, and they're holding each other's hands, and they wait until the night. And then they hear a sound, and they see a light. Children of light, listen to me. Children of love, joy, truth, freedom, children of hope, for a new world, for a new world of love and peace. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Coming from a distant chain, I am your angel of light, and I bring a message of love and of peace to all mankind. And I want you to know that you're not alone. This is my message. Love